Hello everyone and welcome to the Lights and Buttons channel. Today we're going to talk about zoom lenses versus prime lenses. If you're not familiar with the terms, zoom lenses allows you to change the focal length to, well, zoom in and out, and prime lenses do not zoom. So for this one, for example, you have 85 millimeters, you're only stuck with 85 millimeter and that only, and this is a 50 millimeter lens, and that's what you'd be shooting with if you have that lens on. So what's the advantages? A lot of people in forums, they'll say that with prime lenses, you get bigger apertures, which is true. Many times, the zoom lenses, as you can see for this one, this is a 3.5 to 5.6 lens. It's a relatively small opening, but if I pick one of these, for example, the 85 millimeter, this is a 1.4 lens. It's quite a massive opening. So you get more light. Another advantage is that people argue that you get better image quality. However, I think that for ultra zoom lenses like this, in this case, this is 11.1x zoom lens, it gets underappreciated in terms of its quality. And a lot of times when you're traveling, sometimes you have to travel light, or if you're doing a video, and this also features Nikon's image stabilization, VR, Canon, Sigma, other companies have their own designations for their image stabilizer, but you have image stabilization throughout the whole range, and also you can zoom in and out without changing lenses. So if you're doing a video, it's much more convenient. Let's go back to the image quality. For image quality, I can show you an example behind the table. So with that lens, I just shot this at one of my trips. This is a canvas. It's a 20-inch by 30-inch canvas. And people say, well, if you have an ultra zoom lens, the quality won't be good. This was actually shot in Bermuda, and you can see, I get a little bit of the glare from the light. This is the fish eating a little piece of bread that was thrown off the boat, and it's pretty clear. I got this printer from a local camera store. They did a pretty good job, and let me get this in focus a little bit. Obviously, the quality is pretty decent, and it depends on your situation, your lighting, making sure that everything's in focus. So there's a lot more to image quality than the lens itself. So going back to the cameras and the lenses, there's many arguments for different types of lenses, different focal lengths. But I just want to reiterate that ultra zoom lenses are actually not that bad. I think they're underappreciated in some circumstances. This particular one I've had since 2007, so now the year being 2017, this is just a little bit over 10 years old as of this month. I think it's like 10 years old and 1 month or something like that. I have to look at the receipt. But yeah, I just crossed the 10-year-old line. I did have an autofocus problem at one point, but this is my main workhorse when I travel. So it's seen a lot of use, and through natural wear and tear, it's, you know, it's kind of expected that the autofocus might have some problems from time to time. But it only happened once, so I only had to have it serviced once in the 10-year lifetime. But you know, these I've also used too. Sometimes I'll do a combination. I'll do a prime lens and a zoom lens and bring those two on a trip and keep everything light if I don't want to carry a whole bunch of lenses. But again, I really like this lens. I think a lot of times in forums people don't really take into account that sometimes you just need it all in one lens to put together. So just putting it out there, another thing to consider. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you got any questions. Leave comments below. See you next time.